Hello everyone, last day we started redox little bit. I have shown you how to calculate the oxidation number. Some more example I am showing you today. As for example, if we have bleaching powder, has calcium chlorohypochlorite, that is the chemical name of bleaching powder. Here if you can see there are two chlorine atoms, but the two chlorine atoms belongs to two different radicals. OCl, that is hypochlorite radical, and Cl is the chloride radical. So as two of them belongs to two different radicals, so obviously they will have different oxidation state. As a whole, the molecule is 0 oxidation number. It's a neutral molecule, calcium plus 2. But here Cl minus, we know Cl minus is a radical and OCl minus is another radical. So you have understood that here chlorine's oxidation state will be -1. But here chlorine oxidation state, as oxygen is more electronegative than chlorine, so here oxygen -2, chlorine is +1 as it is as a whole -1. So this chlorine is -1, this chlorine is +1. So that's the oxidation state. Similarly, in case of ammonium nitrate, NH4NO3, here also there are two nitrogen atoms which belongs to two different radicals. So NH4 plus, it's a radical, so we will calculate the oxidation state by taking two different radicals. Ammonium plus, first we will calculate, so NH4 plus and NO3 minus separately we will calculate. So if you calculate, you will find in case of NH4 plus, the nitrogen's oxidation state is -3, and in case of NO3 1 minus, nitrogen oxidation state is +5. So in this way, when there are two same atoms but they belong to two different radicals, they will have a different oxidation state. Sometimes examples like F2O, it's a compound where two elements are present, or we write sometimes OF2 as well. OF2 is a compound whose two atoms are present. Ink is not there on it. OF2 is an atom which is a molecule which has two different atoms, where fluorine is more electronegative than oxygen. So obviously here fluorine will have negative oxidation state and oxygen have a positive oxidation state. Now there is a very interesting question that is asked in the class 12, especially in P block element chapter, that this compound OF2, what to call it, because OF2 can be written as F2O as well. So what to write, as oxide of fluorine or fluorides of oxygen. Now as fluorine is more electronegative, and as we know it's the most electronegative element among all the elements present in the periodic table, so obviously fluorine will have a negative oxidation state, whereas in case of oxygen, in this compound electronegativity is less than that of fluorine. So oxygen will have a positive oxidation number here, whereas fluorine will have a negative oxidation state here. So it's the only compound where oxygen shows a positive oxidation state. So obviously we will have this. This happens in school also, and it happens in home also with me always. I don't know why. So OF2, in case of OF2, fluorine has -1 and oxygen has +2 oxidation state. And you know what is the problem of teaching in home? The problem is that you cannot switch on the fan, because once you switch on the fan, the volume will come very bad. Very harsh volume will come. There will be too much of background noise, and you cannot hear what I am telling. And then light is there on my face so that you can see me, and no fan, and this is the situation that happens when we teach in front of camera. That's a problem. Now this is oxygen +2. So this is some certain example. There are compounds where oxidation state you need to calculate by knowing the structure. You will read chemical bonding chapter, you will come to know that every molecule has its structure and how to determine the structures, that you will learn in chemical bonding. I am giving you one example like CrO5, where chromium, here chromium has butterfly like of structure that we say. What happens here, each oxygen is -1 here. The reason behind that this is peroxide molecule, peroxy linkages. When oxygen is singly bonded with another oxygen atom and another valency is open for another atom to create a bond, then we call it as a peroxy linkage. So So this kind of linkage, when this is present, so these are peroxides, not the general oxides. But this one is a general oxide, so it has -2. These are peroxides, so it has each -1. So finally, as a whole, the chromium has +6. But if you calculate in the general form like CrO5, what we will think that each oxygen -2, so if 5 oxygen -10 and chromium +10. So this is wrong. This is wrong. So it depends on the structure. So same like H2H2O8, which also contains a peroxy linkage. When you will go through the book, you'll understand different structures are given where showing different oxidation state depending on the structures. In few cases only these are there, and rest all we generally follow the normal calculation pattern. I hope you all are practicing the redox, the calculation of the oxidation states. Now next that we have is balancing the equation. We have two methods, ion electron method and oxidation number method. Oxidation number method is not that much practical, but I found, and it is not having much applications as well, whereas ion electron method is used, as I was telling previous day, it is used in the normality calculation, it is used in the electrochemical cells, their EMF calculations. So it's having a very importance in different chapters as well. So what happens in the when we are balancing a redox reactions, we use these two methods. So let us start with the first ion electron method. Today I am giving you a very short introduction to solve ion electron method balancing. This balancing is done in the two medium. One is an acidic medium, another is an alkaline medium. So we will start with the acidic medium, and today I am showing you only the one. Next day I will discuss in detail. By that time you keep on practicing this calculations and also what sir is teaching, those chapters. Now suppose we have a very simple reaction, formation of Mn2 plus from MnO4 1 minus. Mn2 plus. So this is a reaction, this is a half equation. I am not writing the full equation. It's a half equation. How to understand whether it's an oxidation and or reduction? You calculate the oxidation state of manganese here. Each oxygen -2, so 4 minus 8. We have as a whole -1, so it is +7. And here it is +2. So oxidation state is decreasing, +7 to +2. As it is decreasing oxidation state, so it is example of a reduction. Now, how to balance this half equation? As a whole equation balancing will come later. We'll do only half equation balancing. So there are certain steps to solve this type of problem. The first step, remember step 1. I hope you all are sitting with the copy. Balance atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen. The first step is balance atom other than oxygen and hydrogen. So step 1 here, other than oxygen and hydrogen, we have only manganese here, and it is balanced both side 1 1. Step 2 is balance oxygen by using water molecule or by adding water molecule. So here 4 oxygen atoms. So here no oxygen atoms, so we will add water molecule here. We are doing it in an acidic medium. So once the oxygen is balanced, now you see oxygen 4 and here oxygen also 4. Now balance hydrogen using H plus if it is acidic medium. Here hydrogen 4 2s are 8, so we will put here 8 H plus. So balance hydrogen by adding H plus. Now you find both the sides atoms are balanced. Now finally balance the charges using electrons. Here 2 plus, here 2 plus and here 1 minus and 8 positive charges. So left hand side we have total 7 positive charges. Right hand side we have total 2 positive charges. So we need to balance the both. So for that we will add just 5 electrons. So 5 electron means now here we have also 2 positive charges, here also 2 positive charges. So number of electron transfer is here 5, and now this reaction is balanced. You find that here atoms are balanced, charges are also balanced. Similarly, if you need to balance Cr2O7 2 minus, that is dichromate ion, to Cr3 plus in the acidic medium. In this stage, what you need to do? First you need to balance the atom other than oxygen and hydrogen. So first stage is balance chromium. Here 2 chromium, here 1 chromium. So you balance chromium. It's 3 plus. Next you need to balance oxygen by adding water. So here we will have 7H2O. So now oxygen is balanced. Now hydrogen you need to balance by adding H plus. Now balancing charges. Here how many charges? 6 positive charges. And here how many charges? 14 positive and 2 negative. That means 12 positive. So total you need to add 6 electrons. So now here see 6 negative, 2 negative, 8 negative, 14 positive. That means 6 positive here and 3 to the 6 positive. Now it's balanced. So this is the way how we balance ion electron method. I have shown you half equation. For now, up to this, next day we will be continuing with this chapter. By the time, take care, and I hope your result is very soon. All the best for that, and bye.